open on the left at Cermak, Chinatown.
Established behind the old railroad track in 1912, Chicago's Chinatown is one of the only growing urban Chinatowns remaining in the U.S. While gentrification cannot be avoided with the rise of boba and souvenir chains, AAPI culture rings loud throughout Wentworth Street. The area began as a safe space, housing many immigrants from Haiti in the East Coast, but quickly grew into a self-sustaining community as more families continued to move to this area, setting up their own schools, shops, and other businesses.
Over time, this area became less of an isolated group and more of a tourist attraction. Today, many non-residents can be found roaming the uneven streets, experiencing the culture. The flourishing Chinatown we witness today is the culmination of years of continued practice and preservation of cherished traditions, brought by communities of Asian immigrants from their home countries.
With the area being a staple in tourism, Chinatown's glaring significance cannot be understated. However, despite being a hotspot for tasty foods, photo ops, and after-school hangouts, the underlying beauty of cultural preservation, a result of community efforts, often goes unappreciated. Through a collaboration between APITAC and Project Vision's Social and Cultural Oriental Association, we as students aim to document the celebration of AAPI heritage throughout our city.
From Asian-owned businesses to annual events, from school clubs to huge organizations. Acknowledging how we preserve culture provides a deeper understanding of how exactly Chicago's Chinatown and the Asian community flourish so well.
Recognizing the different yet all-inspiring efforts of respecting tradition continued throughout the generations only empowers APIA visibility and promotes an even stronger sense of community we hope as APITAC and SOCUTOA have captured.
Starting off with the hearts and stomachs in Chicago, we brought in some speakers to ask them about their experiences as Asian American business owners and their roles and impact as community members. When it comes to culture, the first thing your minds often jump to are food, clothes, or other consumer goods. What we don't often see, though, are the hands behind the familiar tasting dishes, the teams behind the craftsmanship of trinkets, or the stories behind each structure in these lively communities. William Chan is the owner of Chuquan, the oldest bakery in Chinatown. Famous for their Portuguese egg tarts and mooncakes, Chuquan is often frequented by locals and visitors seeking a taste of traditional Chinese dishes at their Chinatown and Argyle locations.
My name is William Chan. I'm born and raised in Chicago. My background for this family business, been in it for over 10 plus years. Been helping out ever since. Before that, I was probably a customer of the bakery and enjoyed all the yummy, delicious treats as I was a kid. That's a great question. Chuquan Bakery has been one of the oldest, longest bakery in Chinatown. Also with the traditions of Chinese New Year coming up. Every year for Chinese New Year, we would make special delicacies for our customers to keep up with as far as praying in front of the gods and a couple of other special treats that they like every year for the same time of this year. Well, the fact that we are the oldest bakery still in Chinatown, we are preserving our Asian culture by keeping the recipe traditional, so we don't make changes to it to modernize it per se. As far as the Asian community goes, it's good that all the young people are starting to reach out and extend a hand for everybody that needs help. So I say that for everybody that I've seen that I've come across, maybe there's somebody that's not able to defend themselves, and luckily there's somebody around, but most of the time that's probably not the case. Well, that's easy. Just come out to the bakery and just try our yummy, delicious treats and splurge and spend some money and go around walking all of Chinatown. Not just our shop, and just check us all out in Chinatown. My favorite pastry here is the red bean baby moon cake. People just walk into my bakery for the first time, I'd steer them towards that, but it's not something for everybody at first. It might feel a little overwhelming if they're not used to it all at once. So I'd probably just go like, hey, just have an almond cookie and maybe try the barbecue pork bun and see what you think. Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. In addition to the businesses, there are many community organizations across the city which focus on empowering youth and other members of the API community, such as Project Vision and CBCAC. These organizations work to improve educational, cultural, and career outcomes through increasing engagement. The Coalition for a Better Chinese Community, or CBCAC, was founded in 1998 in Chinatown and has various programs such as Origins, in which youth can explore their identities and build their leadership skills through action projects. Their focus is to mobilize the community through civic education, issue advocacy, and communication with policymakers.
Project Vision is a nonprofit youth organization founded in 2003 in Chicago's Chinatown. Their mission is to provide the youth of the greater Chicago Chinatown community with educational, personal, and civic development opportunities.
So hi, my name is Soga Kessler. I am a youth program coordinator at Project Vision. I've been working here for about a year and 4 months. I always wanted to kind of empower youth to, envision the change that they've always wanted, which is why I co-lead 3 separate programs at Project Vision with Sabrina. And I think the reason why PV is so important is because while we celebrate culture, we also celebrate the culture that person's tied to, which I feel like sometimes there's a disconnect. How can people support us? I think the biggest thing with supporting PV is kind of like word of mouth, so getting spread our mission, spread our words. And then another thing, support is pretty much just like collaborating with us in our program. So this means like being a stakeholder, being a speaker, and things of that sort are really great things that can help support our youth. To all my youth watching this, and to also all the parents, like always support your young people and their endeavors, and to all the youth, you guys like are making an impact, so just believe in yourself. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And how can we forget about the wonderful student organizations? Infusing diversity across the city, student-led Asian American clubs bring representation and appreciation to APIA culture through wondrous showcases of Asian dance, music, talents, workshops, and activities. These groups recognize a need to preserve culture in Chicago through cultural art and engagement. AACs also promote a community for Asian American teens to feel safe and included while proudly celebrating their heritage. Today and onward, we are celebrating celebration.
We stand.
Stand proud. Thanks for watching.